Saturday, July 1st, 1987, marked the beginning of a weekly music festival here in Del Prairie Park, a dream come true for local resident Fred Anderson.
Sylvia Sutherland, your mayor, to say a few words and to officially declare our festival open.
Festival is something that can be distinctive, is distinctive to Peterborough. It plays on one of our best natural resources, our greatest natural resource, this lake.
I was up at Chex at the time doing the show, and it was 85. I was about to run for mayor. Fred knew that, so he was hedging his bets. I'm sure he went to John Harris with the same story. But he came on to see me, and he wanted to bring back the Arts and Water Festival, and he wanted to see if I supported that. And I said, sure, I supported it. At the time I didn't think it would ever happen.
So I'm delighted to be here, and on behalf of the city of Peterborough, I'm delighted to declare this first annual Festival of Lights officially open. None of us had any idea, I think, except Fred. Fred always had faith at the time, where it would actually lead. And I was always skeptical about the boats running around the lake with lights, but that for Fred was a very important part of it. But I remember I always thought of Fred as the most unlikely impresario. Here was this sort of best way to describe Fred in a way: his clothing was rumpled, and he wasn't this sort of high-profile salesperson. But boy, he sure did deliver, and he could spot talent.
That ability to spot talent, not to mention a good measure of persistence, meant that since 1987, hundreds of top performers have entertained thousands of people from Peterborough and around the world. First as the Festival of Lights, and now as the Little Lake Music Fest, on the stage named after the late Fred Anderson.
The festival is doing it correctly. It's growing by increments. Stratford began in a tent, and Niagara-on-the-Lake began in a little theater. I have great hope for this festival. I think it's been a wonderful addition to the life of Peterborough.
2011 marks the 25th anniversary of the Little Lake Music Fest. On behalf of the Board of Directors, our sponsors, our many volunteers, and of course, our founder, Fred Anderson, thank you for your continued support, and we look forward to hearing your applause for many years to come.